Hello, I'm Zeos Pantera, your host of Inner Fetish. Don't forget to check out the sponsorships, Patreon, and subscribe stars support this channel. Blah, 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 blah. Wallpaper in the wallpaper horde, including every wallpaper I've ever used for the last, 8 years? 5 years? When did I start doing wallpapers? This channel is brand new, but the old channel is nearly 10 years old. Anyway, let me put you through a scenario, all right? You love the company Dethonray. I really liked the company Dethonray. The honey, the Dethonray honey was like a breakthrough in sound. It sounds so fucking good. And then the next Dethonray product you get was that portable player that was $1,000 and absolutely horseshit. And you're like, oh God, I literally almost gagged. I think I sold it in the yard sale for $200 and that was overpaying for it. Then the next thing you get is a Pegasus SG-1 portable DAC amp with Bluetooth. And it's the best thing ever, only it doesn't work sometimes, but also you might be doing a collaboration on it. By the way, I might be doing a collaboration on it. And now you get the Dethonray Tender 1 planar magnetic earphone from Dethonray. And let me go you through the unboxing experience of that. So hold on. Just gonna let this box fall out. It's slowly going. When are they gonna start popping holes in here? Anyway, you take the lid off of Dethonray's first IEM. Knowing how good their amplification hardware was, that portable player only sucked because it was using 1999's technology to power everything. So you get in here and you're like, how do I get into this? Give me it. And then you get your 2 IEMs and a piece of laminated paper, and you pull this out, and your accessories include a 3.5 millimeter wire and tips, and you paid $640 fucking for this. Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, $639 even. So you didn't pay $640, you paid $639. It has no reviews on Linsol, and I absolutely love the Dethonray sound for equipment. The way he does it, it's just, there's something magical about the way it amplifies things. It DACs and amplifies things. But these are not that. Taking them out of my ears. We gotta talk. So, where do I begin? Excuse me, ma'am. I need to go back and read the bullet points because there's only a few talking points. This feels like an IEM that appeared. No one said anything about it. They read specifications. They wrote this, and then they're done. So, 10 millimeter planar diaphragm driver. Blah, 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 natural tone, blah, 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 dedicated to present the best hi-fi, blah. Whatever. Superior ergonomic shape. Product carefully polished and designed based on ergonomics best fit the ear canals. This thing is fucking... It looks like a custom in-ear. It looks like a custom in-ear, like one that's been molded, but not to my ear. Someone else's ear. Look at the curves and shapes and how long that is. This thing isn't. It looks like an artificial heart for a chicken. It's wild. That could almost be confused with a regular IM, only much wider up top. And then it bulges out here and then swoops back, and it's got this little bit, this wing that comes under it. And it's you know what? It still fits. It still fits. It still fits. The problem was the wire, which the wire is not terrible, but it's a 3.5 millimeter on a $600 IM. So I was not going to sit here and not test it out on balanced amps, especially being a planar. So here's the wire. It's very generic. You can see it's got no branding on anything. It just is, and it kind of looks familiar. It's a 4-wire into MMCX connectors, and it's okay. Luckily, I have this magic Dethonray box, which I've put all the adapters in. Look, 2-pin to 3.5 millimeter for headphones. Look, 2-pin to MMCX, right angle, and then there's MMCX to 2. I'll link to some of these in the description if I remember. So anyway, I had to whip out some adapters so I could use the Chimera cable, linked in the description for $50, to run it balanced. And that also helped because this is what it looks like now. This is how it looks. Look how big that is. I could have gone with the angled ones and maybe had a little bit better. But for some reason, I just needed to get this shit. I needed enough room to position this properly. And luckily it spins with the MMCX. So, because these things they take a minute to get situated. And you'll notice I'm not using my standard Dethonray tips on it. I'm not using the fucking tips that came with either. I'm using these Symbio tips, which are the foam-filled silicone, because they get wider. I couldn't get it to fucking seal in my ear. Because my ear is not, whoever's ear this was molded off of is not my ear. So are we getting there yet? We're not there yet. So you get no accessories. You don't get a carrying case, a box, a booklet, nothing. You get nothing. You just get IEMs and a wire. And then you try to get them in your ear, and you kind of can, but it's very difficult with this being such a tight little bend. Here, you have to like stretch it out to try to get it to fit. I finally got it to fit using the adapters and a different wire. Different tips, because I couldn't get the tips to fucking seat properly. This is like the 7th IEM I'm doing today, and I couldn't get it to seat properly. I'm like, what's fucking wrong with my head? And then I start playing music, and all right. They sound like an IEM. They're a planar, so they're probably a little bit more power. They're actually pretty inefficient, like 98 dB, which on a IEM is usually they're like 118. So I'm on like high gain on the amp. This thing was going up near noon. This thing, look where it is now. It's like over there. And this, I was bouncing between high and low gain because it's got some weird thing with how much it draws. Like it doesn't get loud enough, but then you put it to high gain and all of a sudden it gets like harsh. And the only way I could describe the sound is flat, but not like neutral flat, not like the several other IEMs I did recently that are like, oh, you could master on these. They sound like studio monitors. They're very plain, very focused on giving you all the detail. That's not this. This is flat like soda left out in the sun for like a week. And then you drink it and it's like, well, that tastes like soda, but something's missing. Like the fact that it's not soda anymore. It's just brown sugar water. This is brown sugar water. Now, I love Dethonray. I'm going to do a collab with them. And maybe on their hardware, which I don't have any of the Dethonray amps set up right now to work, but maybe on their hardware, this shines like a bright star from the heavens. But I doubt it. $640 on a planar. And it's like, I think they make one, they might have one other IEM over there on the table, which I'm going to have to dig out. Because I don't know if the Tender one is the only one. Can I click on the Dethonray name? I can. By the way, it comes in blue also. Yeah, no. Okay, so it's it. They have the 4 products. Fucking amazing collabing. Holy shit, please don't buy it. And the track record. It's two for two. 2 for 2, fantastic. The blue looks so nice. Oh, by the way, it's not just called black and blue. Your choices are... Where did it say it? It said it down here. Yeah. So either you get blue sky blue, or sky blue, or jazz black. This is jazz black. Not jizz black, jazz black. And I thought maybe I was missing the case because it's been unlocked. It was in the old shelf. So it's been here a while. But no case. No nothing, just a wire and some tips, and good luck fitting that in your fucking ear. Can you see the shape better on the blue one? Like how weird that is. My ears, I don't think they hurt, but I've only been listening to them for like 40 minutes. And like 30 of those have been semi-comfortable now that the tips are on it and everything. But there's too much metal here, man. You don't need, there's literally no reason for this wing to be here. Just don't include that wing. Don't make it stick out that far. If they sounded great, I would still complain about the comfort, but they sound meh. Like that's the best description of it is meh. $600 for meh. And I can't deal with $600 meh IEMs right now. I ain't got the time. I picked the blue hair, by the way, to match the pretty blue ones. I figure this is a good one. I want to distract you all from the because this is in the yard sale. You'll be like, oh yeah, those Dethonrays. I'll bid a high number because it had a hot wallpaper. Yeah, these are not going to stick around. The weird thing is because I never hear anyone talk about it. I'm in quite a lot of audio communities, and if something is good, usually I'll hear a whisper of it. Hey, that new FIO FH9 is real. Hey, this, hey, that. Not a fucking peep on the Dethonray Tender ones. Oof. These sort of make me sad. Because it's not one thing. Like, they just sound oof, but everything else is great. The accessories are great, and I'll give it, like, a pass of, like, look, you can get better head IEMs, but at least you get all this. This comes with nothing, feels weird in your head if it even fits, and then sounds mad. This is a no. This is a no. Doesn't know. I can't even, I was trying to figure out like, here's the thing. This is the way an IEM is supposed to sit in your ears. And I don't think this is the Dethonray. It is the Dethonray logo? Yeah, there's a Dethonray logo, but it's like this. So it's like, that's the Dethonray logo. That's not how the IEM is supposed to sit in your head, unless maybe it is and I've been wearing it wrong. Nope, that's definitely not how, no, nope, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I'm gonna take these off. Look at these beautiful adapters here. Fucking like $25 for a pair, but man, they're a lifesaver when you have them and you're just like, hey, I need to use my 2.5 millimeter or 2-pin cable for these MMCX. And then you got to get the phase right. Like I had them out of phase for a little bit and I could tell, and then I swapped it, and then I said, wait, is one out now? Is both out now? And I swapped it again. I put it in mono. I forgot it was in mono. Took it off the thing, changed the oh my fucking God. Oh God. Okay. Are we done with these? I'm gonna take a nice picture for the thumbnail using this mouse pad. I'll find a nice spot on the mouse pad, maybe up here where they cross, like no, like a nice no for the thumbnail. God, I like Death. This is upsetting because I went to that shelf and I went, ooh, a Dethonray IEM. Depression. So at least you got a nice wallpaper added to the Horde. If you're in the Resilio Sync Horde, when I pick this wallpaper, set it as wallpaper, and then move it to the used folder, like immediately, you get the download of that wallpaper. So you got it on, let's see, you got it on January 30th at around, oh, I don't know, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. That should have appeared in all of your fucking folders. And you would have known my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.